Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we are going to cover the 6 Master Set player items in the Lit versus Grit event. Also cover some of the more popular questions that I've gotten on Twitch and YouTube about the event. If you haven't checked out my full details video explaining everything from the sets, all the cards, all that kind of stuff, check out the full event detail video before you watch this one. So now let's get into all of the Master Set items. Alright, so checking in at number 6 is the Ryan Suter. Now, 6'2", 202 is good size, and he has decent speed at 86 overall. His shot, nothing special, because the shot power at 90 is nice, but the accuracy at 81 is kind of meh. Defensive awareness and all the defensive stats are awesome, but his body checking is only 87, and his synergies, while Swarm isn't a bad synergy, Shutdown is kind of meh, especially on someone who's already got good defensive stats. You're just kind of adding on to something that once you get high enough, you don't really need to improve it more, as opposed to like speed where you want it to just keep going up and up and up. So this is why he is by far the cheapest on the market as well. He's not even in the top 3 best defensemen among the left side as well, so kind of just goes to show you how kind of ho-hum he is. It's not like if you packed him, though, that you'd be upset you got him, but this would be a sell for me if you did get him. He is number 6 on the list. Blake Wheeler. Now, I need to mention that this is a very, very good card, just because he's 5th best in my opinion in the event. Just kind of goes to say that the other cards are a little bit more valuable. So at 6'5", 225, he is elite size, okay? Elite size. The problem is that on the wing, you really need to prioritize speed over anything else, and he just doesn't have a ton of it, especially when you compare the other guys that are in the Master Set items. His wrist shot isn't bad, with power being over 91, or over 90, and accuracy at 88, which is nice, and all of his hitting stats and defensive stats are fine as well. You have to play him on right wing, or the left wing. Obviously, you play right on the left side. And the thing about it is there's just far better options already. The Lafleur, the Lemieux, the Panarin that we're going to talk about, and then probably him would be the next one. So he just isn't as good as some of the other options on this list. Now, if you do have distributor activated, the team synergy distributor that adds 3 speed, it makes him pretty powerful, and to the point where I would probably place him above our next guy, but that's tough synergy to activate. Next up, we've got Willie Nylander. The reason why he is number 4 on the list is he doesn't do anything super elite. He's just very good at multiple things. So obviously he's right-handed, so you're gonna play him on the left wing. His synergies with Swarm and Magician, again, they just kind of stack on top of each other in terms of agility. So you're kind of just maxing out. Among the skating stats, agility is the one that you don't really need to have a ton of, or it would be the least important of the 3: speed, acceleration, and agility. However, he does have 85 face-off, meaning that you can put him on center. However, there's a center in this event that is better than that, and there is a better right-handed winger in this event as well. That is why he is number 4 on my list. Still a very, very good card and an effective right-handed winger. I'd probably want to have William Nylander over Blake Wheeler in terms of right-handed wingers as well, even if you did have distributor activated, because he's not entirely small at 6 foot, so you can just fly down the boards with him. Next, we've got the 89 Artemi Panarin checking in at number 3. 5'11", 168. He is small, but he just flies down the wing with that speed. With the spark synergy, while I don't think that one's, the one you really want to go for in terms of team synergies, it's kind of why he isn't, higher up on this list. His speed is fine, though, with what it is, and his wrist shot is damn near perfect at 95 accuracy, 91 power. Those are the 2 combos you really want in your wingers. You want someone who's fast and someone who has an effective wrist shot, and he has that in spades. So a very popular card, but I still do think that there are 2 better options, but definitely one of the best right-handed winger cards. He's not better than Lafleur, and he's not better than Lemieux, though, so that is why he's number 3 on this list, and also number 3 in terms of right-handed wingers overall. Checking in at number 2 is Miro Heiskanen. Now, 6', 170, good size among left-handed defensemen. There's not a ton of great left-hand defense in general. So he has 90 slapshot power, 88 accuracy, which is great from the back end, especially this early on in the game. But the real benefits of Miro Heiskanen is the fact that he's got speedster and distributor. If you can activate those both, he is absolutely fitting the meta that is in NHL 21. So the speedy wingers, to counter that, you need fast defensemen. Now, if you don't have speedster activated, I used this card without it, and it was noticeably slow. Like, it was he did not feel good at all. So in my opinion, you need to have Speedster activated, and if you can work towards Distributor, obviously this is one of the top tier cards in terms of synergies. This is a perfect combo. The only other better one, in my opinion, would probably be Howitzer with Distributor, but you can't really complain with Speedster. So effective shot, great speed, decent size at 6 foot, and defensive awareness at 92. Just an all-around top-tier card. He, in my opinion, with these synergies activated, is the best left-handed defenseman card in the game currently. And then number 1, in my opinion, is the 89 Patrice Bergeron. So I made this card the tradable version, and the reason why I think he is the best one is A, because of the face-off stat being at 93, face-offs, high-rated face-offs early on in the game are super beneficial, because even if you don't know the counters, you can still win the draw because if you have a high enough face-off advantage. To combine that with the fact that he's got Howitzer, which is the best player synergy, and now you've got a pretty fast center with good agility, good shot boosting that, as well as great defensive awareness and an elite face-off rating, just all around making him the best center, in my opinion, in the game currently. A little bit better than Gretzky, and I've used him so far, and I've really, really enjoyed his card. I think that he is, just fits the bill. I've never really liked Patrice Bergeron cards, to be honest with you, but this iteration is extremely good, and he is my number 1 choice in this event. Now, there's some other cards I want to highlight. Again, I said that this Erik Karlsson card is a must-have because it is the best right-handed defenseman card in the game, and I got a million questions when I was streaming today about it. With Howitzer activated, he's unbelievable. The price point in which to grab him, anything under 80K, in my opinion, is a great price, because even if you are paying a lot, you are getting the best right-handed defenseman. There's no arguing it. He is the best one, and if you can get him, before this event ends, it would be... he's going to be one of the top-tier right defensemen for a long time just because there isn't a lot of them. And with Howitzer activated, he's unbelievable. So definitely a get, and anything under 80K is worth the trigger pull. The other card I'm getting a ton of questions about is the 84 Matt Duchene. So he does have Speedster, making him one of the fastest winger cards. You can put him at center with the 83 faceoff, but I think that his skill set is much better meant for the wing. And if you can do that, you're in luck, because anything under 35K is a great price point for this Matt Duchene, and one of the best free-to-play cards, in my opinion. This is the card that you should save up for if you don't have that. If you haven't spent money on the game, you're looking for a top-tier winger card, this is it, because even if you don't have him at the wing, you can still play him on center if you need that versatility. So anything under 35K, buy this card. Definitely worth it. Something else I want to reiterate, just again, I've gotten a ton of questions about it. This untradeable pack, the 50K coin one, make sure you are buying that with your coins before you buy any of the players, whether it's the Karlsson or the Duchene. If you're going to buy those cards, which you should, make sure you open up this pack first. Again, you will guarantee yourself a gold collectible, which is worth 50K by itself, so you're automatically making your coins, and then you have the potential to get Erik Karlsson or Duchene, which obviously then saves you coins in the long run. You should never open up packs with coins unless it's something like this that provides you value and it's safe. So make sure that you're doing that, and don't spend 1,000 points on it. Do not spend if you're going to put money in the game, do not buy this pack with points. Buy it with coins. The last thing I want to discuss is the tradable and untradeable set. So I got a couple questions about, hey, I made an untradeable master set item. I didn't realize that you could pay 2 more gold collectibles and get a tradable version of the 89. You should always be doing tradable if you can. Last year we learned that after a few events of doing the tradable one that's cheaper, you're just kind of stuck with these guys. There's nothing you can do unless they offer some sort of trade-in set. If you're going to do the untradeable ones, say you're going to use Bergeron. He's going to be valuable for a very long time. Or Heiskanen, he is going to be valuable for a long time as well. It's not like in 2 weeks or the next event they're going to be replaced. Those guys will be available in the game for quite some time. If you are going to do that, okay, make sure you then do this next set. So say you get Bergeron, okay? Make sure you do this set. If it's untradeable already, 1 extra gold collectible and these Lit versus Grit collectibles, which you will get playing via Hut Rush and Hut Challenges and whatnot, turns him into a 90 overall and just improves him a little bit more. In my opinion, it's worth it if you've already got the untradeable version, so just keep that in mind. Now, I need to mention, if you do this untradeable set, whether the Bergeron, Wheeler, or Ryan Suter, you can choose between any of the Grit sets. Same thing with this. If you do a Lit one, you can choose between any of the Lit sets. So if you make an untradeable card and you decide that, okay, I don't like I don't like Heiskanen and I want to try for Panarin, you can actually do the Heiskanen set and get the 90 Panarin. So keep that in mind as if you're looking to build up. Another question I've got a ton of: should I do the 1 gold collectible for a choice of 1 or 2 items? Do not do this set, please. Other than Carlson, there is no card in this event that is worth 50K that you can pull from this set. You've got to think in terms of value, guys. Even if you're not going to get enough gold collectibles to do a master set, then don't just save them for the next event. Don't do this set, please. And then lastly, I keep getting a lot of questions of how much should I buy these for? What's a good price? Just do it in terms of value. So this Ryan Suter going for 250, which is actually not bad at all. Again, he's by far the worst. 250 is not bad, but remember that it's going to cost you 8 gold collectibles to make this card, right? So if it's costing you 8 gold collectibles, that's about 50K in value. That's 400K. So there, in no way, shape, or form should you be spending more than 400K on these. I get that it's tradable. If you are doing the tradable, then it would be 480 because 500 because then obviously that's what the worth is. It would cost you 500K in coins to make the 89 set, the tradable version. So this is half price essentially, which is not bad at all. So any of these around 300, if any of these drop below 300, it's worth it in my opinion. Except for the Suter, because again, he's not even among the top 3 left-handed defensemen currently. So it's only going to get worse. But Panarin, Bergeron for sure, and Heiskanen definitely worth it in terms of that. Anything under 300, that's worth it in value in my opinion, so just watch out for that, okay? So guys, that is going to do it for today's video going over the Lit versus Grit Master Set items. Let me know if in the comment section down below if there's anything that you need help with. And remember guys, make sure that if you are purchasing anything from G Fuel, use code NOSLEEVES, save 30% off this weekend. It helps me out and saves you some money. Thank you guys again. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.